Cheeze.
Yeah. Oh my god, potato!
What?
Hello, welcome to another day of Potato Princess. So today we're gonna make lasagna. Thank you, Vanna. And again, we're just gonna wing it.
I started out by sauteing some veggies, thin sliced broccoli, mushrooms, onions, garlic, and at the end I added some chili flakes. And for our cheese, I crumbled a block of firm tofu. In total, I probably added about 2/3 of a cup of nutritional yeast to give it that cheesy flavor, a teaspoon of garlic powder, and in total, a teaspoon of onion powder, the juice of a whole lemon, about a teaspoon of oregano. I just mixed it up with my hand and then set it aside for now. For the tomato sauce, I used Hunt's no salt added and then added some Italian seasoning to it. About 2 heaping teaspoons. I gave it a whisk and then set that aside as well. For the cheese sauce, I used half of a roasted butternut squash and scraped the innards into a bowl. And then added about 3/4 of a cup of tomato sauce, but you could use almond milk. I mixed the two of those up with an immersion blender. And then added a cup of nutritional yeast. You could add more or less to your liking. Once I mixed that up, I realized that the mixture was a little too thick, and so I put the rest of the tomato sauce that I had left over in there, about 1/3 of a cup. I was happy with the consistency, so I set it aside. I wanted some more substance in my veggie mixture, so I added some artichokes and some chickpeas. I covered the bottom of the pan with about 1/2 cup of tomato sauce, just so there's a thin layer over the whole bottom. I covered the bottom with kamut lasagna noodles and then added some more sauce on top and just used a few little broken pieces for the ends, adding more sauce as needed. Then I put a thin layer of veggies on top of the noodles and the sauce. Next I added our tofu ricotta cheese, and then our cheese sauce made out of butternut squash. I continued with the layers, repeating them in the same order. You might notice that I'm adding dry lasagna noodles. That's because I didn't want another pot to clean, so I just want to stick them straight in the lasagna. So when I got to the top layer, I just used the rest of my tomato sauce, and then I put the cheese sauce on top of that. You could also put some sliced tomatoes on top of the cheese sauce, or some walnuts or any other type of crushed nut. I covered it with foil and baked it in the oven at 375 for 1 hour and 40 minutes, and the last 20 minutes I took the foil off.